Hello, second grade. We are going to talk about money today. And I know we have talked about money a lot in first grade and in second grade, but we are going to practice using it again. And if you notice up here, I also have a bill. So we are going to be using some bills today. So you might remember, I don't know if you do though, so let's review what each one of these coins up here is worth, okay? So this bill right here is $1 bill. Obviously it is worth $1. And you can tell because it is in every corner. It tells you $1. Then this coin over here is a quarter, and it tells us right here. Do you remember how much a quarter is worth? Go ahead and tell me. 25 cents. Then we have a dime. This is a dime right here. How much is a dime worth? 10 cents. Okay, then we've got a nickel. How much is a nickel worth? A nickel is worth 5 cents. And last but not least, we've got this little guy right here. It's a penny. How much is a penny worth? 1 cent. Okay. So on this next page, I don't want you to freak out. You are going to see a lot of bills and a lot of coins. You are going to add them up. But don't worry, because you can do this, and then we are going to do it together. So here goes. Oof, look at all that money. Okay, I want you to go ahead and pause this video so that you can count up all this money. Now, a tip for you is I would start by counting all the dollar bills first and then count out the coins in the same order that I have them set out for you. So pause the video and try to figure these out. Okay, I'm assuming you paused the video, you tried to figure it out, and now you're back. So I will start by counting the dollar bills. Count with me. Oh, what was that? Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so far we've got $6, and I've got it here in the corner so that we know how much we have so far. Then let's count the quarters at the top. Now remember, a quarter is worth 25 cents. So you are going to count by 25s with me. Ready? 25, 50, 75, 100. Oh, so if we got to 100 with our quarters, that means we need to add another dollar down here. So now we've got $7. Okay, so now let's count the dimes. So dimes are worth 10 cents, so we are counting by fives. Count with me. Out loud, okay? 10, 20, 30. So now we have $7.30. Okay, let's count those pennies. And pennies are worth just 1 cent. So that should be easy peasy. Count with me. 1, 2, 3. So now we've got $7.33. Last but not least, let's count those nickels at the bottom. Remember that nickels are worth 5 cents, so you are counting by fives with me. Ready? 5, 10. Okay, so if we were at $7.33, but now we have to add 10 cents, what is 33 plus 10? 43. $7.43. Nice job, friends. Okay, so on this next page, I am going to ask you some questions, and you can either answer them out loud or you can write the answer on your whiteboard. Okay, so here's the first one. How many pennies are in a nickel? I'll give you a hint. A nickel is worth 5 cents. A penny is worth 1 cent. So how many pennies are in a nickel? Say it out loud or write it on your whiteboard. How many pennies in a nickel? 5 pennies. Okay? All right, next question. How many pennies in a quarter? Think about how much a quarter is worth. How many pennies would be in a quarter? 25 pennies. Guys, if I'm going too fast and you need time to think or to write on your whiteboard, you can always pause this video, okay? Next question. How many pennies are in $1? And I will give you a hint. $1 is the same as 100 cents. So how many pennies are in a dollar? There are 100 pennies. Okay, on the next page, I'm going to have more questions that are similar to these. Here we go. They're a little bit more challenging, but I know you can do it. You guys always like a challenge. First question, how many dimes are in a dollar? Remember that dimes are worth 10, so you are going to count by tens until you get to $1. So you can pause the video and count by tens, or you can hear me counting by tens. I'm going to use my fingers so I don't get lost. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, or $1. How many times did you count by 10? 10 times, so that means you used 10 dimes to get to $1. Next question. How many dimes in $1.20? Or you could say, how many dimes in 120? Count by tens all the way to 120 and see how many dimes you used. 12 dimes. That means you would have had to count by tens 12 times. Wow. Okay, you ready for this next one? It's a little challenging, but you can do it. How many quarters in half a dollar? Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is you need to think, how much is half a dollar? I know that $1 is worth 100 cents. So what is half of 100? 50, right? So how many quarters do you need to get to 50? You would need 2 quarters. Alrighty. So now we are going to look at your math journal. And I'm looking at page 230. I know that in your math journal it looks a little bit different, but just so that it would fit on this page, I had to cut them up. Okay? But it's the same information. So on page 230, you have the goodbyes poster. And they're not saying goodbye, it's goodbyes. So things that are good that you can buy and they're at good prices. So we see the different pictures of the foods that you can buy, and it tells you how much they cost right at the bottom. You are going to need this poster to complete page 231. Okay? Now we're going to look at this together. On page 231, they are telling you, there's a lot of information. I want you to read all of that. I'm not going to read it to you right now. But basically, they want you to pick out one item from page 230. You are going to write that up top. See number 1, they said oranges. Then you're going to write how much it costs. So the oranges cost $1.49. Now you can show 2 ways of how you're going to pay for those oranges. So you can either pay by using $1 bill, quarters, dimes, nickels, pennies, however many you need to get to $1.49. So here's an example. You could either pay with this much, and that would equal $1.49, or you could pay with these over here, and that would equal $1.49. I have just given you the answer for number 1. You're welcome. But for numbers 2, 3, and 4, you can choose whatever item you want to buy Tell me how much it costs. Show me 2 ways. Look at number 4. It's a try this. It's a challenge. You can do it. They want you to buy 2 items. You buy and So how much would be the cost of those 2 items together? You'll write it on this line. And then you need to show me 2 different ways that you paid for both of those items. Okie dokie, that's it. You can do it.